Welcome. My name is Sky, and I would like to take you into faith, a new faith, a religion about a God that we have blinded ourselves to, that we neglected, a God that we haven't loved enough. This God is the earth, starting with earth itself, soil. Why do we see the earth not as a god or give praise to the earth when it is, in fact, a real supernatural prominence, which is, in fact, godlike? Faith in the earth begins with understanding how the earth is God, how it has been like a God, or what sort of relationship, telling the truth of earth as it is. Earth as it is a God. It is the Almighty. Living on this planet, we see one body larger in size than all the other bodies. Where we live is the earth. In the sky is the sun. But where we live on the ground is the earth itself. If you consider the width and expanse of the ground, the Almighty, for a second, the width and expanse of all the ground on earth, all the oceans, all the bodies of oceans, all seven oceans, all the water, all the fire on earth. First, I would like to conjure the powers of earth right here into me. The way I'm going to do that is I'm going to call on the powers of the earth, or the bodies of the earth. Soil, sky, water. Soil, sky, water. In the hope that we become like the sky, we live blind to our mischief and our negligence of good provocation. When we begin to have faith in the earth, what sort of faith can you have in the earth? You have to say, I would say healing is the power that I'm asking for God's body to, to be as the earth. Healing. Understanding the earth is God as it's been a healer. Understanding the earth as a God as it can heal you now, a living God. That's the whole prominence of what I'm saying. Believe the earth is a God. It has a God body. It's maintained, it's created, it's preserved, and it's destroyed. It has provisions that no one can mimic or mock. It destroys. All of these powers, creativity, creationism, preservation and sustenance of good, or preservation and sustenance, and destroyer. Those are those are God features, God's beautiful names. Almighty is one of them. Earth is an almighty. One of my prayers, I would like to end, I would like to speak. We conjure in the powers of the earth to us. So first acknowledge soil, sky, water, soil, sky, water, soil, sky, water. Soil, sky, water, soil, sky, water, soil, sky, water. Knowledge is soil. The firmament gives way to ashes and dust to dust. Never forget the first and last word of soil. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Sky, the night sky, The night sky, the knowledge of sky is the sky is fire. The sky is fire. That's the knowledge that is offered in these powers. The sky is fire. Water, a blessing, purity. As it remains, the earth is in a pure form. It is a newborn baby. It can, it's a newborn baby. It's a supernatural prominence. When we think about God's body, and one of the things when I was comfortable as a boy, when I thought about God, I always wanted to know the supernatural God, the God that's like the earth, the God that's like the sun. That's where it came from. You know, creation had to come from somewhere. So most people say about the earth and the sun that, oh, it comes from God. But no one says enough that, oh, it is God's body. That's what I challenge the world to do. I protest. Why haven't we called it God's body before? Why haven't we give praise and honor where praise and honor is due? The second element of God's body being the earth is the preservation and sustenance of the earth upon life, upon death, upon suffering, upon non-suffering. The provider is the preserver and sustainer. The earth is a provider, and it preserves and sustains through water, and through giving us water, and through having lots of water, through giving us water, through washing itself, through being pure as water. One of the things I never realized is how the earth has sacrificed itself ongoing for our sake, for our forgiveness, just like Jesus Christ has died for our sins, it says in the Bible. He died for all of us, whether we believe in earth religion or whether we don't. Jesus has allegedly died for all of us. But the earth is so great in power. One of the things that the earth possesses is an all-powerfulness, and there's powers that rest, forces, wills, actions, intercessions. Thinking about the all-powerful earth, wind is one of the great things about a storm. When you think about wind, and when you're inside the storm, and the wind is beating down, the wind is blowing hard, and you can feel it. You feel his body moving. Is it something that we should belong to? Earth itself. Should we want to be part of the earth? Should we want to thank the earth, or should the earth rather thank us? Maybe we can work that out if we feel like we're to be thanked. But hopefully we'll all see that we become part of this God body, the earth, and we be like it, having an earth body ourselves.